welcome to Cookie with Kitty. Today I'm making
Almond Poppy Seed Madeleines.
Today I have a bunch of guys. My friend Cameron.
Hi, my name is Cameron. I'm the owner of P.S. I Love You. It's a home-based bakery in Bayview. And I'm here with Kitty today to make some Almond Poppy Seed Madeleines that I tried for the first time when I was in Germany. And I tweaked the recipe myself and kind of made it my own. And I'm really excited to make this recipe today.
Let's do it!
Alright, so the first step in making Almond Poppy Seed Madeleines, we take our melted butter, pour that right into the bowl. And we've got our sugar. You want to pour this one in?
Yes.
Alright, we're going to dump all that into the bowl. Perfect. We're going to take our eggs. So in the eggs, we also have our almond and our vanilla extract. And the reason we put it in the eggs is so that it doesn't evaporate. You want to help me pour this one in? And then last, we put in our baking powder and our kosher salt. Alrighty, and then we put our mixer down. Started on kind of a low setting, so I have it on 2. We just want to get it all nice and mixed in there. And it's okay if it's a little clumpy, because we're going to get that out. So then, we just kind of want to go around the bowl, just make sure we get everything off the bottom. Alright, so I'm going to put it back on 1, maybe. Sure. Then we've got our flour. So we take this, and our milk, and then we're going to go a little bit of flour. And then while that's going, we kind of go a little faster, just to get it off the sides. Bit of milk. Alright, and then we go again with a little more flour. So we like to do it in thirds, so that way it doesn't get all clumpy and turn into one giant lump of batter. This way it turns out a little more smooth. And a little more milk. And we can turn up the speed. See, it's starting to look all creamy. So do you want to pour in the rest of the milk?
Yes.
All right. There we go. All right. So now that it's all mixed together, we can take the bowl off.
That's sweet.
You can smell it, right? It smells really good.
Wow.
All right. You want to grab the spatula? And then you want to scrape the sides of the bowl, see all the flour on there?
Yes.
Yeah, so we want to scrape all that flour and get it into the mixture. And then for the last part, before we can put it into the piping bag, we need our poppy seeds. And this part you don't want to put in while it's on the paddle, because you don't want the poppy seeds to break. You want to pour these in? And then you want to mix those in. Kind of looks like a lemon poppy seed muffin.
Muffin man, took no slapping bit, turbine.
Alright, so now that those are all mixed in, we can pour the batter into the piping bags. Alright, so when you're ready to fill your piping bag, it's good to have, if you don't have a deli cup, maybe like a pint glass or something that you can wrap the piping bag around so that you can have a free hand to hold the bowl, so you don't get your batter everywhere. It's like a waterfall. And then you just want to put in about half of your batter so that you have some extra air in the bag for when you're piping it out later. Alright, so before we can pipe them, we have to let the batter rest. So it has to sit in the fridge for at least 45 minutes, maybe an hour. The ideal situation would be to let it rest overnight and then bake them the next morning. But if you're on a time crunch, if you have an hour, that's all you need.
I want to wait for cookies.
Tuck your bag in, and then just put it right in the fridge. All right, so when your batter has rested enough in the fridge, so it's give or take like an hour, hour and a half, you take it out of your deli cup. You grab a plastic scraper like this, and then what you do is you kind of lay it flat on the table. And then you take it like this and you kind of push it all down. And then that way, it stays in the bag and doesn't get all over your hands. And then you just cut a little hole. See how it starts to come out?
Yes.
And then we're just going to start here and then squeeze until it gets kind of full. Perfect. And then you lift it up like that so it's kind of like a stopper. And then we go to the next one. And we squeeze again. Perfect. And then we lift it up. Next. And then as you go, you grab more from the top. It's kind of like a thing of toothpaste, you know? You want to squeeze from the top so then it all comes down through the bottom. Squeeze. Perfect. So, Kitty, I'm going to show you how we level out our madeleines. So we come in from the side and you just kind of go on the edge like that and lift it up. And then you scrape your excess right in there so you can save it for later. You want to do one with me?
Yes.
You can scrape it right like that. Good job. All right. So you want to set your oven to 350 degrees. You're going to open it up. We're going to be careful because it's hot. Put them on the top of the rack. Slide them on in. And we're going to set the timer for about 10-ish minutes.
I love cookies. I'm Cookie Master.
Should we see if the cookies are done?
Yes.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So you want to look and see if they're golden, and they're kind of puffy, which they look golden around the edges, and they're puffy on top like they have the little humpback. So that means they're done. All right, so once they're nice and cool, and you can touch them, they should just kind of slide right out if you give them a little pat. And then you see on the side they have these ridges, so they look like seashells. And we're going to keep going until we get them all out of the tray. All right, so we're going to grab this. We're going to get all the excess off of there. All right, want to hold it with me? All right, so we're going to go over the plate, and we're just going to give it some taps. We can be nice and generous, too, because it gives it some more sweetness. Do you want to do some by yourself? Want to do this side? Almond Poppy Seed Madeleines.
Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe. That's a good cookie. Mmm, delicious. I'm in milk. Thank you, Catherine.
Good job, Kitty.